Hey guys, welcome back to my part 2 of HBM Smart Bombs and Explosives guide. Now in my previous video, which was the part 1 video, we covered all the conventional explosives that HBM Smart has to offer. So in this video, we are gonna cover all the nuclear and the thermonuclear bomb in HBM Smart. Now these bombs are pretty powerful, so make sure that when you are testing them, you do that far away from your base. So we are gonna start from the smallest bombs and then we are gonna make our way over to the thermonuclear bombs. So make sure to stick around till the end of the video. So without any further ado, my guys, let's get straight in this video. So the first bomb that we are gonna check out in this video is gonna be the FatMine. Now FatMine is like a regular mine, but when it goes off, it is nuclear. So in order to test this mine, we are gonna get Mr. Villager out here, and then below him, we are gonna place the FatMine. Now once placed, the mine is armed automatically, and as soon as it will detect an entity nearby, it will go off. So we are gonna push Mr. Villager on top of the mine and see what happens to him. There you go, buddy. So it's safe to say that Mr. Villager was blown away into million small pieces, and along with it, it took away a huge chunk of land. So this was the FatMine. But the good thing is, it doesn't give off a lot of radiation. Now we are gonna check out something which is a bit more powerful than the FatMine, which is the mini nuke. Now I have made an entire detailed video regarding mini nukes, all of them in HBM Smart. So if you want a detailed video, you can check it out. I will link it in the description below. For now, we are just gonna use a high yield mini nuke and we are gonna launch it through this M42 nuclear catapult. So by pressing R, you can load the mini nuke and then left click to fire. And as you can see, the explosion was pretty big compared to the FatMine right here, and on top of that, the entire area is contaminated. So even though if you survived the explosion, you would have been contaminated with radiation. Now the third and possibly the first big explosion for this video is gonna be the nuclear charge. Now the nuclear charge can be detonated by itself or by an N45 naval mine. So I'm just gonna showcase this by detonating the nuclear charge itself. So by placing it disarmed, you have to do nothing else other than detonating it. So we are gonna place some villagers in order to spectate it, and yeah, let's blow it off and see what happens. In 3, 2, and 1. Now this explosion was significantly bigger than the previous two explosions that we saw, right? And now as my laptop is gonna freeze up, I am gonna speed this entire process by 5 times so that yeah, we can quickly see what happens when this bomb goes off. So now that the freeze has stopped, the lagging has stopped, you can see that damage was quite ridiculous. This was all from a single nuclear charge. And do remember that you can place multiple of them simultaneously and make them go off in order to get an even bigger explosion. So these were the 3 simple nuclear charges. Now let's take a look on the bombs. But before we do that, let's teach you guys how to craft these bombs in assembly machines. So in order to do that, the first thing that you are gonna need is machine template, and also along with that, a paper and a die. So I'm gonna switch my game mode to creative, and now I'm in my machine template folder. So once you right click with your machine template folder and make sure that you have a paper and die in your inventory, come to bomb, any bomb that you want to craft, and left click. And there, you will see that your paper and die will be consumed and you will get a machine template for the bomb that you want to craft. Now take this template and place it in the assembly machine like this. Now it will tell you what input it needs in order to craft the bomb. So get all the required materials and then place the materials in the assembly machine. There. So now that we have all the things that we need in order to craft the bomb, we are gonna place them. And finally, the last thing that we need is power. So place an battery here and the machine will start whirring. All the cogs will start running and we can see that a bomb is being made. So this is how you can make every bomb in HBMs mode, which requires an assembly machine, by using the machine template folder, and there it is done, and we have a FatMan bomb. So now that we have seen how to craft bombs, let's start taking a look at all the nuclear bombs that are in this mod. It is gonna be fun. So the first bomb that we are gonna check out is the LittleBoy bomb, and it has an explosion radius of 125 blocks. So once you place it down and right click it, this is the GUI of the LittleBoy. So first place the neutron shielding, then the subcritical core, the U-235 projectile, the propellant, and finally the bomb igniter. And there, once you place all of them, the bomb will be armed. Now you can explode it using any method you want. I'm just gonna use a laser detonator. Now as you can see, the explosion of this bomb is quite ridiculous. 125 block radius, that is 250 blocks in total. And there, this damage is quite insane. And yeah, so this was the LittleBoy bomb, and mind it, it is not even the most powerful bomb that we are gonna test today. This is how ridiculous nuclear bombs in HBM's mod are. Now the second bomb is the Gadget, and in order to arm the Gadget, what you need is 4 pieces of propellant, the implosion propellant. So place them down, and then in the middle place down wiring, and once you do that, place your plutonium core, and yeah, as soon as you place the plutonium core, the bomb will be armed. Now once again, the process is same, and the Gadget has an explosion radius of 150 blocks, so a 300 block diameter in total. See the range of that shockwave right there. It's a spectacle for sure. Now once again, I skipped the part where my computer froze, and here we can see the damage that the Gadget has caused. It's pretty insane, right? It's a 300 block diameter crater right here in front of us. I can't even render it properly. Now the third bomb that we are gonna check is the infamous FatMan. And once you click on the FatMan, in order to arm it, you need 4 bundles of implosion propellant and then a bomb igniter in the center right here. Then just place your plutonium core and your bomb will be armed. Now this bomb has an explosion radius of 175 blocks, so yeah, it's even bigger than the Gadget. Here we go. We are caught in the mushroom cloud right here. So yeah, just once again gonna skip the part where my computer just freezes and directly show you guys how the damage of this thing looks like. So here we go. This is a 350 block diameter crater right here in front of us, and as you can see, the damage is quite insane. So these 3 were most, or you can say, some of the most powerful bombs that this mod has to offer right here. But we are gonna go even higher than that. We are gonna check out the thermonuclear bombs really soon. But before we do that, there is an interesting thing that you should know about the FatMan bomb. This structure that you see here is called the desert atom, and it can be found in desert biome when you are loaded with HBMs mod. So what we need to do is we need to go in this cooling tower right here. Now you can use jetpack or whatever method you would like, but once in the cooling tower, you will find that there is a FatMan bomb right there. So you can use an iron pickaxe in order to take this bomb for free. So yeah, this is one of the easier methods. If you don't want to produce the bomb for yourself, you can just find a desert atom structure, and then once you have your bomb like this, just take a pickaxe, any pickaxe that you want, and then you can take the bomb for yourself. Just make sure that you have all the ingredients that you need in order to make it go off. Now we are gonna take a look at the custom nuke, as the custom nuke can also be used as a nuclear bomb. So first we are gonna set it at the lowest possible setting. Just add two custom nuke explosive rods which will take the TNT level to 20. That is the level that you need in order to make it go nuclear. So once you have two rods for TNT, place one nuclear rod and there you have a nuclear bomb on your hands. So what I'm also gonna do is place the custom drop upgrade so that once the bomb goes off, it will drop on the ground and then explode. And boom. So as you can see, the explosive power of this bomb was not a lot, but there is quite a lot of radiation and contamination in this area. So this bomb is pretty good if you want to convert uranium into Shibarium. But yeah, it has decent explosive power, but that is not all it can do. Now let's test this bomb at the maximum nuclear setting. So for that, what I'm gonna do is load it up with the maximum amount of TNT that I can, and then I'm gonna load it up with the maximum amount of nuclear rods. So for the TNT cap, it is gonna cap out at 150. So I'm gonna place 15 of these TNT rods here, and there we have a level of 150, and then I'm gonna start placing nuclear rods, and that nuclear rod, they are gonna cap out at level of 200. So there we have a level of 210. So now our bomb is maximum armed. So now let's make it go off and see how big the explosion really is. Now this is what I call a big explosion. As you can see, the mushroom cloud is quite bigger than it was when we were just running it at minimum settings there. So now that my computer has started freezing again, after skipping the part, here we are. Now I measured this crater, it is nearly 200 blocks in radius. So yeah, you can imagine how powerful this explosion really was. 200 blocks in radius, that is a total of 400 block diameter radius. It's quite insane to be honest. So now that we have checked out all these bombs, it's time to check out the thermonuclear bombs. And for thermonuclear bombs, we are gonna start with the smallest thermonuclear bomb possible, which is again the custom nuke. So in order to convert this bomb into a thermonuclear bomb, place two rods of TNT or the explosive charge, and then place four rods for the nuclear rods so that we can achieve a nuclear level of 120. You need a total of level 100 in order to make it go hydrogen or thermonuclear. So now that I have placed one hydrogen rod, a bomb is thermonuclear. So let's step back and see how big the explosion of a thermonuclear bomb is. And yeah, it froze again with 0 FPS. So let's skip all that, and here we are. So even with minimum settings, you can see that the thermonuclear bomb deals a lot of damage. Now the thing about thermonuclear bombs is it will decrease the amount of fallout, but it will increase the explosive power by a lot. So that is how thermonuclear bombs even work in real life. They are quite destructive but leave a lot less fallout compared to nuclear bombs. Now the second big bomb that we are gonna test is gonna be the IV mic. Now in order to load up the IV mic, place down 4 bundles of implosive propellants with a plutonium core in middle. Now place a deuterium tank, a uranium coated deuterium tank, and a deuterium cooling unit. And there, your bomb is armed. Now this bomb has an explosive radius of 250 blocks, so 500 blocks in diameter. Let's test it and see what happens. Now for some time, the explosion was so big that the ground didn't move at all. Like, it was stable where it is, I could even walk on it. And then the leg started appearing and the ground started beginning to disappear. So that is how crazy this explosion really is. It will take a lot of time in order to render this explosion because it is a 500 block explosion in total. Those are a lot of blocks, a lot of chunks. So be prepared to basically get a lot of lag in your system when you make this bomb go off. So I'm just gonna wait for a while, and now just see how insane this explosion is. I can't even render it when my render distance is on 16. This is how crazy it looks like. So only use this bomb if you really, really, really hate someone. Yeah, honestly, I don't even have words to describe the amount of destruction IV Mike does. But the thing is that IV Mike was not the most powerful bomb in this mod. The most powerful bomb, even powerful than this, is the Tsar Bomba. It has an explosive radius of 500 blocks. The radius is 500 blocks. The diameter is 1000 blocks in total. That is insane. But as I love my laptop, I'm not gonna show you guys how to, or basically the explosion of the Tsar Bomba. I'm just gonna show you guys how to arm it. Place down 4 propellants like this with a plutonium core in the middle, and then place down a Tsar Bomba core. And once you do that, your bomb will be armed. Explode it for yourself and yeah, see what happens. No matter how good your PC is, it is gonna get stuck. I promise that. So that was all I had for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Peace out, my guys. Stay safe.